Hello everybody and welcome to a new week. It is Monday. I hope you had a fantastic weekend outside. I missed you so much, but I'm glad to be back with you again today. All right, today we're going to focus on a craft, and in our craft we're going to work on circles and ovals. And in this story, you'll see an oval right away. This is called Is Your Mama a Llama? Have you heard this one? I figured. All right, is your mama a llama? Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Dave. No, she is not, is the answer Dave gave. And there's little Dave right there. She hangs by her feet and she lives in a cave. I do not believe that's how llamas behave. Oh, I said, you are right about that. I think that your mama sounds more like a... Hey, there's some rhyming in here. What rhymes with that? A bat. Bat! You're right. Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Fred. No, she is not, is what Freddie said. And there's little Freddie. She has a long neck and white feathers and wings. I don't think a llama has all of those things. Oh, I said, you don't need to go on. I think that your mama must be a... What bird rhymes with on? Anybody know? A swan is a swan. Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Jane. No, she is not, Jane politely explained. She grazes on grass and she likes to say moo. I don't think that this is what a llama would do. Oh, I understand now. I think that your mama must be a... What rhymes with now? A... cow. Good job. Moo. Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Clyde. No, she is not, is how Clyde replied. She's got flippers and whiskers and eats fish all day. I do not think llamas act quite in that way. Oh, I said, I'm beginning to feel that your mama must really be a... What rhymes with feel? A seal. Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Rhonda. No, she is not, is how Rhonda responded. She's got big hind legs and a pocket for me, so I don't think a llama is what she could be. Oh, I said, that is certainly true. I think that your mama's a... What do you think? A kangaroo. Is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Lynn. There's Lynn. Wait a minute. That's not Lynn. That's Lynn. Lynn's a llama. Oh, Lloyd, don't be silly, Lynn said with a grin. My mama has big ears, long lashes, and fur. And you, of all animals, should know about her. Our mamas belong to the same herd, and you know all about llamas, 'cause you're one too. Yes, you are right, I said to my friend. My mama's a llama. And this is the end. Now remember how we were going to look at circles and ovals in our story? Here's a circle right here. And our egg that was in the beginning is actually right down here, these little turtle eggs. And remember, eggs are what shape? Oval. It's almost like if you took an oval and you squished it a little bit, you'd get your circle. Here's kind of a half circle in the sun. And then I'm going to show you one more page. Where do you see a circle on this page? It's kind of up high. Do you see it? It's the sun. Yeah. So tonight, if mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, or whoever reads you a story tonight, pick a book and look for circles and ovals in the book. It'll be kind of fun to look for those different shapes. All right, well, let's get to our shapes. So today is Monday, so it's our project day. And what I did to help us practice our circles and our ovals was I found a toilet paper roll, an empty one, and you probably have these at home. Whenever you get empty toilet paper rolls, save them because they are wonderful for all different kinds of crafts. I love them. We have a ton in our house. All right, so one of these I'm going to go ahead and cut in half. Now, if you don't have a toilet paper roll, you can use a paper towel roll. It's just bigger, and that's okay. And if you don't have either of those, you can just take a piece of paper and roll it and cut it in half. And then you can use that for a project too. All right, so back to our toilet paper roll. It looks like this, and I cut it in half. And today we're going to use them as stampers. So I've already done some projects here to show you, but I just took the lid of a container and I put my 2 colors down. Now, if you want to add in more colors, you can certainly add in more colors. I just decided to do 2, but you could do 3 colors or 4 colors or however many colors that you want to. And then I just took my scrap bin. Now remember at school we have a scrap bin too, and in the scrap bin aren't full pieces of paper, they're scraps. So they're pieces of paper that I've used in other projects, or like in our classroom, when we've made projects and not needed all the paper, we put it in our scrap bin instead of throwing it away so we can reuse it again. All right, so I dug through my scrap bin and I found a piece of paper and I just started practicing with my stampers. So here are my shapes. And all I did was I took my paper towel roll, dipped it in the paint, and then I just made circles on my piece of paper. And you might have to just jiggle your paint around a little bit on your tray and go ahead and make those circles. And then I switched colors and I did it with the red. And I have all kinds of circles. Now, once you keep going, once this gets full, you can also do something kind of fun with it. So I've got red. Now here I have a blue circle. I could try to go in between and kind of connect that red and the blue. You see right here how I connected the red and the blue? And I could take this blue and I could go inside of that one and kind of connect it, almost like a neat pattern or a neat design like that. Isn't that cool? Or I can just leave the paper just like this. Then I decided, hey, you know what? I'm thinking of something that's round with a tail on it. Do you know what that is? A balloon. So then I made some balloons. So I should say Macy did these. She helped me with this. She took the stamper and she did a couple balloons. So she made her circles, and then what did she draw on there? A squiggly line. And that's kind of like the string that you hold the balloon. So it's like the balloons are floating in the air. So that's an idea you can do with these circle stampers. And then we got a little more creative and we made, let me show you, see if you can tell me what these are. Flowers, because we looked outside and we saw some flowers blooming. So we decided to do some flowers. So let me show you how we made these flowers. First of all, if you think of a flower, what are the fancy things that give the flowers color? You know what these are? Petals. So we went in our scrap bin and we found some purple. I'm going to go in the scrap bin. I'm going to dig a little farther. I'm going to pull out this color. What color is this? Yellow. Yeah. Now it looks like I was making a project with, can you kind of figure out what that shape might have been? A star. Yeah. And instead of throwing it away, I saved it because look at all of this nice paper that's left. And actually, all I need from this piece of paper is this little guy right here. All right, now to make your petals, you can just cut straight lines like this. That one kind of fell down, and that's all right. Now these are pretty long petals, so I'm going to cut these in half again. That's about a good size, about the size of the other petals. And you can put on as many petals as you want. All right, then I grabbed my glue. And remember our glue rule of dot, dot, not a lot. So we don't need to go crazy. We don't need to do that. All we need are little dots. And I'm just going to follow my circle and put a dot in my petal. And then I'm going to put another dot here. Hopefully you can see that okay. And put my petal on that dot. And you see how I just have a little bit of glue, but that's all I need. And when you say to mom, hey, mom, dad, I remember the dot, dot, not a lot rule. And they'll say, that is a great rule. You can use glue all the time. Because they know then that you're being very careful with the glue and you're not going to squirt it all over and make a huge mess. Because sometimes, let me tell you a secret, sometimes moms and dads get scared of kids using glue because they're afraid they're going to squirt it all over. But they don't know that Mrs. B's 4K class is very good at working with glue. In fact, Mrs. B has never had a better class use glue than you guys. So have fun with your glue and just remember, dot, dot, not a lot. All right, so here are the petals on my flower. Now, if you notice, this petal is touching that petal. Is that okay? Yes, it's okay. Do you remember what this is called? Overlapping. Do you remember that? All right, now this has the petals all around it. Now, if you want to cover the whole thing with petals, you can. If you want to get super duper creative and you want to add another color, like, ooh, here's some fun blue, you could even add another color to your flower. So I could put another dot here, and I could put another petal there, and I could put another petal there. And do you see how this is starting to be more colors than just the yellow? So you can do that too with your flower. Now, if you look at this flower and you look at this flower, I'm missing something on this guy. What am I missing? I'm missing the stem. This is called the stem. So I can go in my scrap bin and I can dig around. And if you don't have a scrap bin yet at your house, that's okay. You can just use construction paper and start a scrap bin today. All right, so I'm just gonna cut off a little piece and I'm gonna do the same thing that I did for my petals. I'm just gonna cut some paper in a straight line, and let's see if this is long enough for my stem. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good. So now here I'm gonna put the dots right on my stem. Dot, dot, not a lot. And I'm gonna put that down. Oh, and look at it, overlapped on that petal. And that is okay. And then I'm gonna put a little dot here and a little dot here. Now don't be afraid to do this with mom or dad because you might need a little help remembering all these steps. There we go. And there is my other flower. And we'll get all these extra pieces that I don't need. And there we go. I have a flower picture and I could give this to anybody that I wanted to. So far we've made some flowers, we've made some balloons, we've just made circles with our stampers. Here, we started to do this before we left school and you were really good at this. And this you can practice a lot with at home. This is pattern practice. So if you see I just did circles like I did red, and then I did blue, and then I did red and blue, and what would I need next? Red. So you can make a whole piece of paper with a pattern. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue. Or if you want to step it up and do a trickier pattern, you could add more. You could do, this one has 2 in the patterns. Red, red, blue, blue. Red, red, what would come next? Blue, blue. Red, red, blue, blue. So again, lots of different options, and I bet you can think of so many more ideas to do with your piece of paper. And if you just want to take a piece of paper and just do your circles, just do circles, because that is also fun too, of just doing lots of circles. You know what I just thought of? When you get done with, if you just do circles, you could add eyes, nose, and a mouth. You could add different faces once these dry. You could do all kinds of things. So I hope that you had fun today practicing your circles, and you could practice your patterns, and you can just go crazy and have fun with your scraps too if you've got a scrap bin. All right, let's say a little prayer. Dear God, thank you for Monday. Thank you for all the things that we've been able to do today, and thank you for loving us and keeping us safe. In your name we pray, amen. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you on Wednesday with a number activity. I love you. Goodbye.